Hello, welcome back to Beer Crony Beer Reviews. My name's Chris, hope you're all doing really well. So I'm filming this video on Christmas Eve, and it'll probably be, by the time I upload it, it'll probably be Christmas Day anyway. So Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you've all got a fantastic day planned out. Haven't done a video for a while. I think it's almost a week actually since I've done a video. Not been too well, so I've had a break from doing videos. Had something wrong with my stomach, so needed that to recover before doing another beer review, but all is good, and I'm back to do a winter beer for us, or a Christmas beer. And I've been on, not to say a journey, that's not the right word, but over the last few weeks I've certainly been drinking a lot of Christmas branded beers, and the majority of them have been a bit of a letdown really. I haven't really reviewed any as such, but majority have. They've been a bit of a letdown. They've not really given me that Christmassy taste and Christmassy feel. So I'm doing one more winter beer, and we're doing one from Lord's Brewing Company. This is the first time I've ever had anything from Lord's Brewing Company, and this one is called Winter Hill, and it's a winter spiced real ale coming in at 5.8%. So there you go, there she is in the bottle, 5.8% winter spiced. So I have actually watched a review on this. I've watched Paul's beer reviews. If you come across my channel, I'm sure you must have come across Paul's beer reviews. He reviewed it, and it does sound like an absolute cracking winter beer, and I know he loves his winter beers as well. So he had this. After watching his review, I thought I've got to give it a go. He highly rated it. Sounded absolutely amazing, so I got straight on Lord's Brewing and ordered myself a few bottles of it, and yeah, so here it is. So let's crack on and see what she looks like in the glass. We'll see how she sniffs, and we'll see how she tastes. Nothing special on the bottle cap, just plain black, but it kind of goes with the bottle, doesn't it? Just plain black. So let's have a look. Let's see how she goes in the glass, shall we? .500ml bottle, which is nice. Always like an ale, a good ale in a 500ml bottle. And that is a good looking beer, isn't it? What a great looking beer. So on the side it says it's a robust ale to warm the cockles of the soul. Employing an array of spices and complex malt, this ale would drive the chilly, dreary weather away with every drop. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? So let's get me a lump of wood. Pop that on there so you can see her a bit clearer. And let's get back to the beer. And yeah, that looks like a good proper ale, doesn't it? Nice one finger head on there. Relatively tight. And got something in the middle of my head. So it looks like there was obviously a bit of sediment in the bottom. I think it does mention something about sediment. I don't know, Paul mentioned it as well in his review. Pour carefully, leaving the natural yeast sediment. Oh well, it's all gone in, isn't it? And I can see that on the top of there. But yeah, good looking beer. Nice chestnut colour. Light to medium chestnut colour. Nice levels of carbonation going on in there. But yeah, good looking beer. Certainly like the look of that. It's filled my pint glass up nicely. So let's have a sniff. The initial aroma is spiciness. Really nice spiciness. It's got that Christmassy spice to it. And you know, with Christmas spice, there's a traditional sort of Christmas spice aroma, isn't there? That you get it in candles and wax melts and things that do that traditional Christmas smell, and that's what this has got all about. It's got that lovely cinnamony spiciness to it. Cinnamon and ginger. The ginger's overpowering the cinnamon now. And there's definitely cloves in there. And it's definitely got a bit of fruitiness to it. Dark fruits, sort of sultanas and raisins coming through. Smells absolutely fantastic. It really does smell good. I've not smelt a winter beer like this. I really haven't. A winter beer or a Christmas beer. Not smelt one anywhere near as good as this smells. So let's crack on. Let's see how she tastes. Cheers, everybody. Oh yes. Yes, indeedy. Oh, that's good. I can have some more before I tell you about it. It does say Best served chilled at 10 degrees. And the room I keep this in pretty much is around about 8 to 10 degrees. I think it really is at the absolute perfect temperature. But let's crack on with the flavours. That is gorgeous. It's so, so gorgeous. Lovely, lovely ginger and cinnamon working together really, really well. With little pings of cloves touching in as well. With the fruit, it just all seems to work. There's an awful lot going on in there. It does say it's complex. I'm sure it said the word complex, didn't it? Did. And it is complex, and it is all working, and it's working all round the palate. Some beers you get a bit on the front and a bit in the middle and a bit at the back. This is everywhere. It's all over the palate, but just kind of zinging and pinging away. Loads of ginger. I love the ginger in there. And the cinnamon working with that ginger, working alongside the cloves, working with the sort of traditional sort of fruits that you get in a mince pie or a Christmas cake, certainly a lighter Christmas cake. And there's a bit of, it's definitely orange peel, definitely got a citrus element to it, sitting in on top of the cloves and the cinnamon and the ginger. It's definitely got an orange peel scent to it, feel to it. But every time you take a sip, you get the aroma, and I do like to sniff as I take a gulp, and it just adds to the effect of that. Yeah, you're getting the nice orange peel, and that's fantastic, the way that's working with orange and the cinnamon working together. And like I say, it's just all over the palate. There's nothing in particular on the front or the back. Get a little bit of the spiciness on the back, but other than that, it's all working together. There's something else going on that I need to try and figure out. There's definitely something else going on in there. I'm just trying to get my brain to process what that is. Mouthfeel's okay. Mouthfeel, I'd like it if it was a bit thicker in the mouth, had a bit of a thicker, fuller mouthfeel. That would be really nice. 5.8%. I think they could up the ABV on that. Take that up to 7% to give you that bit of the boozy kick, because I'm not getting the Christmas cake boozy kick. Take it up to 7% and you might get the Christmas boozy kick with it as well. And I think I've worked out what's going on now. I kept thinking, my mind kept trying to tell me a bit vinegary. It's got an acidity to it. And it's a bit, and it might sound a bit strange, but it's got a bit of a balsamic vinegary type sort of feel to it. A bit of a balsamic-y vinegar kick. Now that might sound horrendous, but it isn't, because balsamic vinegar, a good decent balsamic vinegar, will taste of things like figs, chocolate and cherry. So I'm getting that from it. I'm getting that sort of balsamic vinegary taste. When I say vinegar, I don't mean it's super acidic. It's just got a balsamic sort of vibe going on to it, almost molasses, balsamic, and that works really, really well with the ginger and the cinnamon and the cloves and the orange peel. It's absolutely delicious. Really is delicious. I just like it to be, yes, it's definitely got that acidity to it, the balsamiciness, but it all works, Would be nice if it just had a slightly thicker mouthfeel. It feels nice in the mouth. It's got a good mouthfeel. I think it could just have a bit of a fuller, thicker flavour to it, or feel to it. And up the ABV, up that to about 7%. And I think that'd be an absolute banger. It just needs that boozy kick, just needs it to give it that real Christmas cake, Christmassy feel. And it'd be immense if it had that. It'd be absolutely immense if it had that boozy alcohol kick to it. And then it really would be a seriously good, I mean, it is a good beer. It's a fantastic Christmas beer. I don't want to repeat too much of what Paul says, but he does say in his video that it's not going to be to everyone's taste, and I'd agree with that. I don't think everyone would like this, but I do. I love Christmas beers. I love the Christmas spices. I love them in candles. I love them in cake, mince pies, whatever. I just love that Christmassiness, and that hits nearly every single box for me. Really does. It just needs a bit more booziness to it, and it'd be absolute top drawer for me. I mean, you might love it as it is, and many of you may have had it and love it for what it is. I think it just needs that ABV lifting just up to 7%, just to give it that boozy kick, and then you're really going to have that Christmas cake, mince pie, boozy mince pie feel to it. All in all, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic Christmas beer. Like I say, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, orange peel, citrus, raisins, sultanas, with that balsamiciness to it that just works, because that gives you the figginess, and cherry. Works so well. A very, very complex beer that does just set your tongue alight, sets the palate alight, and it's the same all the way across, with just finishing with spice on the back of the throat. It's incredible. Is it the best Christmas beer? Pardon me. Is it the best Christmas beer? It's the best Christmas beer that looks like a Christmas beer. So it's got Winter Hill, you know, we've got pine trees and mountains in the back. You know, it's clearly aimed for the winter months. Yeah, it's the best branded Christmas beer. Is it the best? You see, the best winter beer for me is Tring Brewery and their oh my god, Death or Glory. I need to run out of my head. Tring Brewery Death or Glory is just the essence of a dark, boozy Christmas cake to me, and that's at 7.2%, and that's got a lovely boozy finish to it, and it's thick in the mouth, and it's doughy, and it's bready, and it's really, really cakey. This isn't, but I think this is just a different type of beer. So the best branded Christmas beer is that, by far, Lord Brewing Co. Winter Hill. By far the best Christmas branded or winter branded beer, by far. Absolutely it is. So yeah, I don't know how long they're going to keep it for, being that it's called Winter Hill. I can't imagine it's something they're going to run all the time, so I'd imagine it's only going to run for a limited amount of time. So I'd get on their website and get ordering some of that before they do stop it. I'm certainly going to order some more fantastic beer. Anyway, I've waffled on for far too long. Hope you all have a very, very happy Christmas and a Merry New Year and a Happy New Year to all. Take care.